we got our first shotgun from the pig.
Why was that?
I think we had a big take it to the barn loss from Brandon Plotnick.
He got spanked against his brother for the 5th straight time.
That was a great segment. But we got breaking news. It's a moment we all been waiting for. We are finally live from the new studio, the Plotnick's household. Welcome everybody into the new studio.
Let's go. Welcome.
It's a great setting. I'm on a couch finally. My back doesn't hurt. I'm not sitting on like a bench or I'm in a random garage or in a shit box of a house.
Look, hey, we just moved in. This is just the beginning. We still got a lot to fill out in here. It's gonna take a little time.
Do you have a shotgun to take, or are you gonna wait on that?
I had a shotgun. Part of the bet was that when we took it to the barn, if I lost, I had a shotgun at the beginning of the episode and the end of the episode. So I started off with a bang. Let's get this party rolling.
Also, we did talk about before the podcast that we're going to shotgun together, but then you just went without one, so now I'm going to end up having.
I mean, I said it was at the beginning of the. I think I said it was at the beginning of the podcast, and the podcast just started. So where the hell are you? Wake up!
He was the biggest loser.
You also said you wanted to stand up in front of the camera and do it.
No, you said that.
Well, you have to take one, so stop deflecting and take yours.
He's gonna take it. He's got a lot of things
I don't
to do.
have to do it at the front of the podcast anymore. I was just going to do it because I did.
As long as it gets done.
He's got a lot to do. He's got to take a shotgun. He gets to go play cards with me. 2-5 no limit. I can't wait for that.
Oh, I'm gonna
We also have a new member of the team. For those of you at home, if you see this beautiful little dog that's sitting to my right, your left at home. Her name is Lily. She's a little baby, and she's gonna be in our studio more than often.
Yes. And if you were watching the golf podcast last night that we had, if not, go to our Instagram. It's already posted a little 30 minutes where we give our picks in depth. You heard Lily just barking up a storm with our new neighbor dog. They had a little rivalry, so.
And for those at home, I know you listened to my golf picks last week. Don't worry, I'll still be giving my golf picks, all right? Well, boys, welcome to the new household. We have a jam-packed episode as always. We're going to break down a pretty big week on cash crops. That's probably one of our best weeks we've had in a very long time from a collective unit. So I can't wait to break that down. We're going to go to the NBA with Miles, a couple of minutes of what the hot takes are in the NBA. We've got Red Card of the Week. We're going to do a quick recap for those if you missed the Plotnick's show yesterday for the golf picks. We're just going to go real fast, break down some picks. I'll throw in some of my picks as well because, you want to know who my picks are after last week. I know you guys are wondering at home what I got this week. One and done. We have a new leader in town, baby. Also hit on that one and done pick. So looking forward to golf for once. Talk about golf. We got cash crops as always. Stump the Sheep is back. If you guys listened a couple weeks ago, I was on fire. So I'm excited for the questions that are going to come my way. Take It to the Barn is back. I know that was something new that we did last week, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. Finally got to beat the farmer in something, so that was.
I enjoyed paying my debt with you.
Yeah, can't wait. We're probably gonna win money on 2-5, so you're gonna thank me later.
Hopefully it'll pay a dividend.
And
Let's
as
talk
always,
about how that actually happened too, which you won that bet. I'll talk about that later.
and then we got Ask the Farm. We posted on Instagram today for some questions for you guys at home. So it's always nice to hear what the fans want to know and what we can talk about. Without further ado, bring it on, Brandon. What do we got?
All right, big week. You already alluded to it. 9-4 from the farm. Another big winning week. Unfortunately, I could not be the one that contributed whatsoever, so I had a 1-3 week. Really not my best overall. I decided to tail Manny, the worm, with Hatton at -160 to be top 20. Why would I ever tail Manny?
Awful.
Kid's a fucking bum.
But we are a team here, and you said 9-4, baby.
Woo!
All right. And I also took Hatton over Hovland, which was a stinker. I really flag planted on Hatton, but I mean Hatton was he did choke at the end. The top 20 was a choke at the end. I think he double bogeyed 15 on Sunday, which was a dagger in my heart. He went bogey then double bogey. He went 3 over in 2 holes on Sunday on the back nine. It was brutal.
Awful.
But Hovland finished top 5, so I had no chance against that. Anyways, I took Zalatoris over Homa, easy win. We all talked about fading Homa after he won the week before.
Whoa. You mean easy win? He choked. He pushed. This is what we've talked about.
Wow, someone didn't do their homework.
I told you how this is what I was alluding to before, and how Eric won his bet against me. Zalatoris 4-putted on 18 and pushed Homa. And Dave, who had the bet with Eric, he lost by 1 today. So miscommunication. I guess we went 8-4 after all.
Indeed, that is a fact. So I was under the impression Zalatoris won. So
You were 0 for this week.
So I was 0 for
She's catching up.
3-1. It happens sometimes, but I also decided to take Jair Zeno Rosenstrike over Cyril Gane on a UFC main event. Plus 205, one of the most pathetic performances I've ever seen. I'll talk about that shortly.
Yeah, but for those at home, that's not discredit. The kid was picking every fight. I was here watching the fights. I think he won.
No, I looked at the main event. There was 5 fights. I was 4-1. That was my one loss.
We were golden. It was still a profit. So
either way, I'm 25, 20-2 overall. Still sitting at 57%. Don't give up on me yet. 57%. Guess what? I'm beating the bookies. All right, I'm beating the bookies. Jared 1-0-1. Morikawa over Reed. Morikawa won outright. That was a simple win. Zalatoris over Homa. I guess I should have realized that ahead of time. That was a push. So. He's 36, 21-3. That's 63%. Really soft week by you. What a pussy move, only taking 2 bets, to be honest.
Not as pussy of a move as Zalatoris, what he pulled.
Miles, 3-0 on the hardcore. So Wizards over Nuggets. We talked about that one. A nice, decisive. Not only did they win, I think it was +8. I think they won outright. And Jazz -8 against the Lakers. Eric was all over the Lakers that night.
No, I wasn't all over the Lakers. I was trying to take it to the barn, like fired up. No one was saying anything. He's like, Eric, give me the fucking Lakers. You know what?
Somebody's got to take
And you told me LeBron was out, so like, you know.
The game was already started. You were looking at it live. You saw LeBron in. It's a terrible excuse.
Tricked me.
And then, as usual,
That's terrible.
the hard floor of tampons continues his streak undefeated.
Never lost.
Women's college basketball, UConn -16, easy win. Who's your
They
girl?
won by 32.
Paige Buchers?
But she didn't play as well as I thought she would.
Who cares? It was enough
She
to
only
win.
had 14 points.
You should honestly think about filling out the women's bracket.
Stay tuned for my next women's college basketball player I like. I can't wait to
Women's
talk about
bracket.
her.
Dude, the kid's 27-90, 75%. This is crazy.
Six to the
This
things
kid
that
barely
you know.
started gambling until he moved down here
Stick to
and
what
hung
you
out
know.
with us.
Stick to what you know. That's his
Stick to what you know.
That's his MO.
And Eric is
Back. I have the most wins out of all you guys this week, alright? 4 wins.
Who has the most wins overall?
4-1 for Eric.
I'm catching up.
Took the Panthers over the Stars. That was a win. We'll touch on that in a second. Islanders over Boston. Another win.
Underdog.
Houston over Western Kentucky. You
Dominated.
forgot who they were even playing, but they still won. I believe that was the game. Colorado versus USC.
Dominated.
Won. Austin P was the one stinker, and they lost outright, and they were -7.5. So you can live with that.
Still got one waiting, you know. Don't forget. I messed up. I thought it was this Wednesday today, but it's a week from today. Over Juventus FC Porto.
I can't believe that.
Still adding that to the card.
He took this bet last Wednesday, and the match is until next Wednesday, so two weeks
So
away.
what's the value earlier?
How'd you even get a line on that? I don't even
I
understand.
put Champions League. That's
Champions
why.
League, dude,
Yeah.
that's why.
2 weeks away though? That's
Yeah,
nuts.
those lines are-
Guaranteed it's at 3 though. Check
Yeah,
it out.
right.
It was like the first bet I took this summer was 2 weeks away. Or no, it was like 2 months away. It was like
Sounds like something you would
Leos or
do.
something. That was like the first bet I ever put in.
Hey, we gave a lot of flack to Eric. We called him the sheep. He was sitting at 47% for a second. Got a little concerned. Now he's 24-20. That's 55%. Still on the bottom of the barrel right now.
Alright.
But guess what? You're moving your way up, and I'm moving my way down. And speaking of
Catching
moving
up.
your way up, we'll talk about one and
Look.
done in a little bit.
At the farm, if our lowest member is at 55%, we're doing a good job. All right, so let's keep it up.
All right, so on the week 8-4-1, that brings us to 115, 73-3, 62% win percentage
There we go.
from the
What
farm.
the fuck else do you want? All right, I'm sorry to raise my voice, and the new house is very echoey. And I hope you're hearing the echo, because what do you want?
It's gonna sound
We're
terrible.
doing our job.
That audio is gonna sound terrible, so apologies to everybody.
Sorry, I just get excited.
Yeah.
So we were at, well, you get more winners. 62%?
We're doing our job. I mean, we should be getting paid for what we're doing. I mean, I'm tired of
I mean, we are. That's the luxury.
Well, I'm tired of giving out-
Bookies are getting beat. And guess what? Speaking of the bookies getting beat, thank God you haven't even given a sponsor shout out this week, have
He
you?
doesn't know. He's already cut off.
No, because I haven't got paid once by him.
Exactly. We're at 62%. You know how many people that have gotten their backs broken by their bookies, and they're going in to see this man who we're not going to bring up, and he's nowhere to be found. You know who you are. You're always at the front of the podcast. We're calling you out. I don't know your name anymore. Yeah, maybe let me leave my car in front of your house for a week. Whoop-de-doo. All right? Step it up!
All right, enough with the yelling into the mic.
No, I don't need it. I'm going to rip this thing off soon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're giving out over 60% winners, and we can't get.
Brandon, understand when you're a successful podcast like this at 62%, you're giving away free advertisements for what 8 weeks now already? This is disrespect. This is not how you run a business. And I'll have to talk to you. I'm gonna kick your ass too.
The kids got
no excuses now. Now we have a good studio. We're in a nice house. What else do you want from us?
And one thing they're not getting from us is an advertisement today.
You
Look
know
in the
what?
mirror.
I might
We
boycott.
basically just did, guys.
I might boycott. I'm not giving out picks anymore until I get paid.
All right, see you. Hey, Doodles. Eric needs to go home. See you guys.
No, we cut off access to that area of.
All right, well, you know what? This is a great fucking segue. Red card of the week. Why don't you just give it as is?
Oh, you want me to give my red card of the week? Oh, whoop-de-doo, I will. And you already know who it is, so I'm not going to give it to him because then I'll have to call him out by name. Not happening. He wants that, I'm not giving it to him. So I'm giving it to Will Zalatoris, you piece of shit. This guy, we take head-to-head again, just to remind everyone at home, I have a cash crop. Zalatoris over Homa. I have a head-to-head on, what do we call it? Take it to the barn versus Eric Zalatoris against Jason Day. Come to 18. Jason Day is already done. Max Homa's already done. And I got Zalatoris, who's up 2 strokes to Homa, and he's up 1 stroke to Jason Day. And he has a birdie putt on 18 from 46 feet. Putts it to 9 feet. It's like, okay, this is not what I need against Eric, but I'll take the push. I don't have to play a 2-5. Putts it 2.5 feet by the hole. It's like, fuck, okay, whatever. I have to, it is what it is. I'll suck it up. And then he comes back and misses a 2.5 footer. So not only do I move, well,
who knows? You can make a lot of money playing 2-5. It might be a blessing in disguise.
Disguise maybe, but I lost because of that, I didn't win my cash crop. I could have had a nice 2-0 week. Didn't happen. I ended up pushing that. But then I lose that Jason Day back because he 4 putts from 45 feet. Red card of the week, Zalatoris. Eat a bag of shit.
Well, I'll stay on that, right? Red card of the week. It's going to myself. I give out Colin Morikawa, 35-1, Webb Simpson. I think it was Webb Simpson and Roy McIlroy. I'm looking at the final page leaderboard, and Colin Morikawa, great weekend. It was a late podcast. I didn't get home till fucking midnight last week. Woke up in the morning. It was a Florida tournament, so basically the tournament already started. By then, it was too late. But you know what? Just because I didn't take it, he probably won. I would have mushed it. So in the benefit of the Bet the Farm and the Plotniks, they each owe me $100. But
hey, in your own words, you know your role.
I do know my role.
You know your role, and your role is if we're on the same bet, we're probably not going to win. So good thing that you forgot to put.
I backed off.
But hey, you also had a one and done at least. So.
Exactly. So we're all winning some type of way. But
exactly.
Red card of the week goes to me. I lost out easily on $1,500.
Yeah, that's fair. You deserve that one.
My red card of the week goes.
Oh, you're here? Fuck, I didn't even know you were here. Oh, how you doing, man? Welcome.
I gotta deal with Lily moving every time you stroke.
Yeah, or we're watching a stupid fucking Hornets game.
Back to what I was saying. Red card of the week goes to Kellen Winslow. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the case.
The third?
Senior.
Seniors, juniors.
So back in 2019, he was convicted.
Yes.
He had like 10 women come forward. He was just sentenced 14 years.
Bro, it's like homeless
The
women.
judge ripped him too. I watched the video. The judge ripping him. She's like, I have 2 words that I'm going to describe you for the rest of my life. Sexual predator. And I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. So,
I loved it.
Kellen Winslow, you should have gotten that red card back in 2019, but I'm going to give you here in 2021. Take a hike.
Yeah, I saw it was like homeless women and shit. Like, what the hell is this
He
guy?
would take advantage of like women that were
Homeless.
just take advantage of like their situation, like people that needed him. Like it's just disgusting. No time for
And the
that.
crazy thing is his dad was a sicko too. Some things are hereditary.
Was he? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Everyone that
Kellen
goes
Winslow
to-
Sr. was like the biggest sicko.
Those Miami boys. Oh.
I know. So my
Oh my god.
speaking of being sick to your stomach, Jair Zeno Rosenstrike. I mean, I was so confident. It was one of the worst performances in a main event I've seen in a long time. I mean, just for everybody out there, UFC Fight Night, Rosenstrike versus Gane or Gain, however the fuck you say his weird name.
That was a beast.
He was a tank, but I mean, I've never seen such a pathetic performance in a main event. I mean, actually I have, but it was up there for one of the worst. I mean, I think he threw like 3 punches the whole fight. It was just like standing on his heels. It wasn't even like getting taken down. It was just literally just standing there, waiting for something to happen and just getting jabbed in the face and not doing a single thing back. Didn't throw a single haymaker. It was just a pathetic performance.
Especially from a heavyweight. Like.
Yeah, and this is a guy who's beaten some studs, bro. I mean, this is a guy who's beaten Derek Lewis, like some real beasts out there.
He beat Derek Lewis?
Yeah, the guy's a tank. So, I mean, his one loss in his whole career was to Francis Ngannou, who's a legit stud, obviously. But, yeah, Rosenstrike, and I'll talk more about UFC coming up. I crushed that card, so I couldn't complain. But I wanted that undefeated main event card, or that main card. I was 4-0 going into the main event.
Robbed with the girls.
And Rosenstrike. No, we hit.
They split.
Oh, that's right. They called it a draw. They called it a
Well,
draw.
you got lucky, too, because that girl got a win taken off for holding the cage.
Well, she should have. That's how UFC
we got
works.
lucky. I guess in that case, the draw, yeah.
No. Remember in the first round, the girl was holding the cage and they docked
the other girl, yeah. He's saying we got lucky that we drew.
Yeah, which is
It's
crazy.
So lucky she did something stupid like that, even though she
should have lost.
Yeah. But I'm going to do just an additional mini red card, which is unofficial, though. Not a real red card. It goes to me for taking to the barn against Miles. I said I'm taking Kerdek Effie Barnrat. Luckily, he didn't win because if he won, Miles would be under the couch right now. He'd be saying less than he's already saying, which is pretty much nothing to begin with. So I'm going to red card myself and take my shot. And for those at home, it's Milagro Tequila. Cheers.
Oh, ooh, yummy. Well, it's perfect timing because Miles is due to talk because we're going to send it over to Miles for some NBA analysis and your thoughts on what's been going on the past couple weeks. I think the All-Star game is
this
coming
weekend.
up.
This weekend, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much DM'd every single NBA athlete that's not participating in the All-Star game.
Really?
Only gotten a few responses. That's for another day, though. Let's go right into cash crops. We got a time-sensitive pick right now. Hopefully we can get our producer to get me on live real quick. He gave me the one.
Time!
No time.
I know I did on purpose to get Brandon mad that I yell into the mic. Not a big deal. People want to hear me.
Okay, so for you guys sitting here, for the users back at home, we got the Blazers +2 at home tonight against the Golden State Warriors. Anthony Miller coming off a game where Carmelo stole the spotlight. Kelly Oubre is day to day. Even if he's in, I think the Blazers win by 10.
Where's that game at?
If you heard,
it's not in Portland.
I said it's in Portland. That was the first thing I said.
Definitely.
You don't listen.
It's not in Portland.
You're always ready for your next
They're not at
question.
home +2. I'm not buying that.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go tomorrow
You want
night.
to take it to the barn right now?
What do we talk about?
Yeah,
tomorrow?
take it to the fucking barn right now.
Do you want to do
You
that?
want to take it just on the home versus away? That's all you want
You
because
wanna
it's
do
in
that?
Portland.
I want
Yeah,
Golden State.
It's in Portland.
Wanna
Yeah,
just
give
do
me
money
Golden
line? What's the bet?
Give me Golden State.
What's the bet?
$100.
No, we're doing. You already owe a shot or
Hey,
something.
he joins us 2-5.
Yes.
What
I win, you
what
got
do
to
I
come
get
play.
for last week's win?
He doesn't even know how to play poker.
That's the point.
That's a
He's a
He
luck
does,
box, so
yeah.
it doesn't matter. You can go over there.
If
and
not, if
close
I
his eyes.
lose, I'll help you make your bed and do all that stuff when your bed comes. I'll be here to help you set up your room.
You get a truck from Enterprise.
I'll get a
Rental Car?
truck, free truck.
Will you pick me up?
I will pick you up.
All right, what do you get though?
I already
take
won
it
that
to
bet.
five.
No, I already won that bet last week with the Jazz.
Yeah, it's a shot.
You took one already?
I'm saying, what happens if you lose?
He's gonna come play 2-5 with us.
2-5. All right.
Let's go.
Okay, so you have.
Looks like someone has to challenge me, so we can all just go as a far.
Is this a straight
Don't
up
tempt
bet?
me.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the Blazers. You have Golden State. Straight up.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna dominate. Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
All right. Hey, in Eric's defense, it's a win-win. Either we get the cash crop for the farm, or oh, guess what? I have to go to work and do something that wasn't a big deal anyways.
It's actually not going to be a big deal, regardless. Anyway.
Also, I'll speak for Miles.
Actually, should we take that truck to the players next week? Now we're talking.
Players.
The players in Jacksonville.
2 weeks, yeah. I thought
That's next week.
Next week.
I thought next week was the Honda Classic.
No,
Wrong.
the week after.
So it's the players and the Honda
Yeah,
Classic?
they switch it
Correct.
up. We'll talk a little bit more about that soon.
Golf
You know
is
who's
happening.
calling our name from Graffiti Junction?
Oh. You can't remember her name. You can't remember her name.
Lins!
No,
My God.
he
With
couldn't
a
remember.
Z.
Lynn's.
Love my life.
All right. NBA, keep going.
Fastest channel changer this side of the Mississippi.
I am
So
dying to see Jason.
I got 2
Tatum.
more cash crops there for
Jason
tomorrow night,
Tatum.
which is Thursday the 4th. The first one's at 8 p.m. We have the Bucks at the Grizzlies. The Bucks are -6. I'm taking the Bucks -6. Bucks, this is the time of the season where they tend to get hot. I see them making a push, try to get that first seed in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be tough, but I love to fade the Grizzlies at all times. So I'm taking that. And then later that evening, we got a 10 p.m.
Grizzlies on a back-to-back.
We have the Suns minus 2.5 against Golden State. Second night in a row, I'm fading Golden State. Suns -2, might as well be money line. The Suns are so hot right now. Number 2 team in the Western Conference. Devin Booker is gonna put some respect on his name, and I see him going out for 30. If you have him in props, take him over. I don't care what the points are, take it over.
So you're going back-to-back nights fading Golden State?
Exactly, both cash crops.
I love it.
And then also the Bucks -6. Those are my 3 NBA cash crops. I'll have one with some tampons involved. That'll come later. Also, going to talk about this girl that I really like in college basketball right now. That's not named Paige.
Oh, I thought you had a cow confessional.
Yeah, me too. I was waiting for
No, we don't
this
need
girl that you really like.
That won't happen. We got Paige Beckers.
Wait. We'll get to that.
All right, well, it was a very, very successful week on the links last week. Colin Morikawa breaks the bank for the Plotniks, and of course, as I alluded to earlier, I forgot to make the bet, so it was nice to see him win because I made out really well on the one and done. So congratulations, Colin Morikawa. For those of you that were tuning in yesterday, there was golf picks with the Plotniks, so they broke down all their games, all their picks, all their strategies. I actually did not get to watch, so I'm hoping one of my picks matched either one of yours, so I feel a little bit more confident.
Well, it's up to you, actually, since, we want to just strictly, if you want to see our picks and the reasoning behind it, you can go watch the videos on our Instagram. But I feel like it'd be the best if you give your picks, and then we can say our picks afterwards and see
if I'm on the same strategy.
Yeah, so let it rip, buddy.
So I was looking at the field. It's a pretty tough tournament. I don't think usually you go for guys that are like good numbers. I don't think anybody really sticks out for like the player that matches their odds. Like I think Paul Casey was like 20-1. Yes, that number's a little high for him, but is he like in that top tier what we look for, like a Morikawa? For me, no. The best one that I got, and you're probably gonna laugh, and Aaron will be very, very happy, but
here we go.
Tommy Fleetwood, 35-1.
Yeah.
He has a lot to prove. It's a Ryder Cup season, so it's a lot of good things are coming. He has pretty good success in the state of Florida. Plays well at Honda. Plays well at the Players. I'm not sure what his finishes are here, but again, going back to that 35-1 number, so I took Tommy Fleetwood. I think Brandon, you alluded to last week, Justin Rose, 56-1. Olympic year, Ryder Cup year, and it's still Justin Rose. Good player. I like him. And then, of course, I'm going to ride him all year.
Yeah,
a lot of Ricky Fowler.
Yeah,
60-1. I mean,
You're getting some shit odds, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
because
find a better book.
book that we have, yeah.
You gotta find a better book, kid.
oh, no.
Get on Bovada or something.
Don't care, all right? If they're winner, okay?
It's fair.
Ricky Fowler is about to miss the Masters, apparently, or something.
Yeah.
Well, you
Something else I saw, too.
I talked about that earlier in the season where Ricky has to dominate and play a bunch of tournaments because of the Masters, but
Those are my 3.
yeah, we
I wanted to take Bryson 10-1. Really, really still thinking about it hard. I think this is the week. He's been playing like shit, and the field is not that tough. I think he can manhandle that course. 10-1 is just
He's got
not
good
worth it
course.
for golf, but I'm thinking about it really hard for those at home.
got good course history there. I mean, I already went into the whole breakdown. This is, again, just to preface, this is for the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week at Bay Hill up in Orlando. It's another Florida track. Can be quite windy out there, so going to be an interesting course, but I already kind of gave my picks yesterday in my reasoning, but I'll rattle off who I did decide to take. I already talked about it. Hashtag yachts, yachts, yachts. It's the year of the Spieth. Jordan Spieth at 30-1. I think that he's just in perfect form, and I think at 30-1, those are good numbers for a guy of his caliber who has great win equity. Molinari 30-1 as well. He's won here before, has unbelievable course history. I think he has 3 top 15 finishes here, including a win. I'll take that every single time, as well as when you look at the fact that Europeans dominate this track every year. There hasn't been an American winner since 2014, I believe. So it's just continuously Europeans. Always, or Australians, anybody outside of the
They're going to
U.S.
challenge that.
Jason Day.
Not everyone back to back.
Correct. That was in 2014 or 2015.
That long ago?
Jason Day was the one that won before him, and that was 2015. If I'm pretty positive about that. So either way, there hasn't been an American winner in 5 years. A lot of times it's Europeans. We've seen Aussies like Jason Day win it. Anyways, I'm also on Will Zalatoris. I'm sure Jared isn't going to like it because he already has been ejected due to his red card, but he's still on my card at 50 to 1 in unbelievable form. He's a guy that I think is going to break through at any time. I'm also on Ricky at 70 to 1. Am I correct? Matt Every?
71?
Oh, I thought you were saying Matt Every in 2014.
I'm
still pretty positive about it. I think it was 14 and 15.
I think he's right.
I think it was 15, 14, and Tiger won in 13. That's what happened. Ricky at 70 to 1. Yeah, another porch bet for us. Always love to shake on those at 70 to 1. I just think that those odds are a little bit disrespectful. And then I'm on Matt Naismith. I've talked about him a few times now. This is a guy that I really like to ride, so I'm on Naismith at 125 to 1.
2015, 2014.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what I said. That's what I just said. And then Tiger was
Nice.
13. I just clarified. I said Tiger 13, Every 14, 15, Jason Day 16.
So America won 5 years in a row.
Leishman 17, Rory 18.
So America won 5 years in a row. The next 5 years have been Europeans.
Thank you. Okay.
Actually, 6 have been Europeans.
Thank you.
America
Or Aussies. Or Aussies.
Yeah,
Because of day.
true.
Because of day. But yeah, all right. You proved my point. Thank you.
All right. Well, if you want my reasoning, you can go to our Instagram at Bet the Farm Podcast and watch the video. I'm not gonna give my reasoning anymore. I'm just giving my quick picks, and that was I'm starting with my little hero, Sung JM, 22 to 1.
My little hero.
And then, as Eric said, again, this is what we're talking about odds though, where you looked and you were like, if you had the odds I had, you probably said yeah. And that's Paul Casey, 28 to 1. That was my second pick. Third
Not a
pick.
fan of him.
It's fair.
You love him.
I mean, he's Manny Perez's doppelganger. How do I not love him? They look identical. So, third pick is Jordan Spieth. Hates me to say it, but he fits the scores perfectly for what he's doing. If you watch my podcast, Eric, you looked at me like I'm just stupid, but if you listen to what I say, you're gonna go home tonight. I know you are, because you already told me you are, and you're gonna watch what we talked about last night stat-wise, and you're gonna say, you know what? I think I'm gonna add Spieth to the card. And last but not least, this is where me and you tango. Justin Rose, 66 to 1. Again, honestly, every time I bet him, though, you should be happy. He just sucks dick. So, sorry for anyone out there that doesn't like doing that. But 66 to 1 for him, a guy of that caliber, who 2 weeks ago finished second in Europe. I'm taking that all day. And also, I have a confession to make for those at home that were watching the the Instagram live yesterday, and I'm doing what I normally never do, which is I normally put 2 units on the line every week, no matter what. But the odds today dropped back down for a guy I liked at the top that I talked about on the Instagram, and I added another unit, so I'm going 3 units this week. Unlike me, but I'm doing it, and I put that on Terrell at 18 to 1.
Nice.
So I added him to the card.
All right, well, it's that time for one and done. I'll lead us off after my nice hit last week with Colin Morikawa. I'm going right back to the 35 to 1 number. This is for Aaron. Tommy Fleetwood. Give me Tommy Fleetwood, 35 to 1, baby. One and done. Boom.
Baby.
Must feel good to be drawn dead, my friend. Maybe you go top 10. Now, you know what? I love this guy, man. And he used to be a top 5 player in the world. He's got the biggest smile on his face. He's always so happy. And he looks like Manny Perez. And I'm going with Paul Casey. Those at home.
It's only because of the pearly whites.
Yeah, look it up. Go to Google, Paul Casey, golfer. You're going to find Manny Perez 2.0 right there. Going Paul Casey.
Since we're on the subject of Manny Perez, back in 2014, Manny kind of got me into golf. I started really admiring golf, watching a lot of golf, and Jordan Spieth automatically became my favorite. So we're going to go circa 2015. Jordan Spieth, please show up this one time.
Wait, just a quick
I need a lot of catching up to do, so Jordan Spieth is my one to do. 2014.
That was
That was a question.
That was the intro into the yachts. The year of the Spieth, 2015. I'm going to ride Will Zalatoris. I've already talked about why I like him, and I think that this guy is due for a win in a field that truly is really not remarkable whatsoever. The guy seems like he's due for a big breakout win, and I'm going to bank on it happening here.
Very nice. Well, let's get into the best part of this. My favorite part of the show, which is the cash crops. I'm trying to get it out of the cellar. I'm really close. I have a lot of cash crops this week. We can start. I know, Miles, you already rattled off your 3. You're going to be so fired up with my first cash crop. What do you think it is? I'm going NCAA basketball. It's tournament time for some conferences. Some
UNF.
Let's go. Osprey Nation. Rise up. UNF -3 versus North Alabama.
That's a risk.
UNF worst record favored. Similar game happened today.
Like a picture book.
St. Joe's played LaSalle, and they were awful, and they ended up winning. So let me just rattle them off. UNF -3 versus North Alabama. Michigan -12 versus Michigan State. Coming off an awful loss. Not actually, I want to say on Saturday. We have Murray State, the Racers. -1.5 versus Jacksonville State.
What?
Yes.
-1.5?
Yes, and they have a worse record.
The Racers.
Racers during March, always take them. Oklahoma -2 versus Texas. Oklahoma going off back-to-back losses. They desperately need this one.
Where are the bullets?
So that's four. That's 4 on the hardwood, and then
to the ice.
To the ice we go, baby. Montreal over the Jets, and the Devils over the Rangers.
Wow.
All right, that's 6 cash outs for my boy Papa.
UNF -3 tomorrow. I think the game's at like 11.
All right, while we're rattling them off, let me just fucking walk in here and put my dick on the table. I'm going with Matt Naismith to make the cut this week. Yes, -200. Yes, -200. Yes, -200. Reason being, this is an invitational. Only 123 players in the field. Top 65 and ties make the cut. You don't always see that. I think that there's a really good chance that he makes the cut. I already took him to win outright. Makes the cut, yes. Hatton over Hovland in a matchup as an underdog. You're talking about the reigning champion over a guy. You're telling me that a top 5 player in the world, reigning champion at this course, is an underdog? Give me that all day. Sung Jae over Fitzpatrick. We talked about it yesterday. Fitzpatrick overrated. I love Alex Noren. This guy crushes this course. Siwoo Kim, -120. Easy bet. Siwoo Kim, not in good form. Out. Molinari over Fleetwood. Sorry, Molinari, better course history, better American course history in general, better player in general in the entirety of his career, major champion, Molinari, cash it. And let's move over to the Octagon. I talked about this on my MMA show, so MMA show with the Burn Dog, go listen to that. But I already talked about these. These are my cash crops. I'm taking Israel Adesanya parlayed with Makhachev at -130. Both are, I think Makhachev's -350, Adesanya's -245. Parlay it to -130. Both are heavy favorites that are going to dominate. Easy money. I'm flag planting on Aljamain Sterling over Petr Yan. That's going to be one of the title fights on Saturday night. Aljamain, the Funk Master Sterling, my favorite fighter in the UFC outside of Conor McGregor. I'm biased, but he is a favorite, and I'm taking it. And then also, this is my big banger. I think this is going to be the most interesting one. We are back with the NBA All-Star Game weekend this weekend. Steph Curry's playing in the three-point competition, and he's +190. Steph Curry to win the three-point competition at +190.
That's nuts. I can never do that.
I like that.
Man, that felt good.
How many? That was like more than 8.
That was 8.
10.
That was 8, but it felt great.
I can't breathe just listening to you. I hold my breath the entire time. It's like when you drive past.
You're trying to pass me, or you're trying to stay on the course.
That felt great just to get off my chest, man.
doing.
And guess what? I'm feeling an 8-0 week, man.
Wow. I'm saying calm, cool, collected. I'll go now, and I'm going to go with, again, just like last week, I'm only going with Psych! Going 5, all right? 5.
What, Psych?
Yeah, and again, what I'm doing with my golf picks, as everyone knows, I love the dogs. I'm taking 4 dogs in golf, and it goes, again, I comment for you cheaters that aren't even going to watch the show from last night, alluding to some of the golfers I took outright, and it starts with Terrell Hatton, +120 over Victor Hovland. 4 weeks ago, this line would be reversed. For some reason, Hatton would be -140. He's the better golfer in the world, won this tournament last year. He's winning this match. We're going to the South Korean hero. That's Sung Jae-in. My hero.
Not Sun.
Not even. No. Sung. That's Sung.
Sun Moon Bay.
Sung. Actually, Sung, you're foreshadowing a little bit. So we're going to go Sung Jae-in +105 against Patrick Reed. And I'm sorry for calling Patrick Reed. It's just his nickname. Or the Fat Necks. It works how it is. And I don't want to fade Patrick Reed. It's not like something I'm happy with, but Sung Jae-in is going to win this tournament, so why not? We're going Manny Perez over Fitzpatrick. The guy doesn't win in the United States. And for some reason, I'm getting Casey and / Manny Perez at +115.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Casey's +115 against Fitzpatrick.
Correct. Taking him. And last but not least, you guys know recently I have not deterred from golf recently, but I was looking around and what do I love in soccer especially? I like revenge game. And I like when a coach takes his head out of his fucking ass and starts playing his best players. So I'm taking Tottenham minus 110 over Fulham. Remember we took Fulham? Remember it was 6 to 8 weeks ago, Eric? And they didn't lose. They got it equalized with in the 80th minute, and it was a push in Fulham.
Yeah.
Remember? Now we're
this
back
game
at
is home, and they're minus 110.
I'm assuming because it was the EPL and it was at Fulham. I remember that game for sure. It was at Fulham when they equalized late in the game. And we're minus 110. And now, what is Mourinho actually starting to do? Play Bale, play Lucas, the best players in the midfield, over the other dudes that are just a little overrated. I'm getting them at a straight up coin flip. I'm taking the Tottenham Hotspurs money line.
They're on the road. They're on the road, but still.
Okay, either way. It doesn't matter. There's no fans in the stands anyways. Give me the Spurs minus 110 tomorrow. They're going to play Bale. They're going to play Son.
One thing,
they're going to play Kane and they're going to play Lucas, and they're going to win.
You're smart. One thing about the Spurs, they score they go through these streaks where they're the best team. They score all these goals and they can't score a goal, and they're on one of those streaks right now where they're just scoring.
But no, that's what he does. He thinks he's smarter than everything. The coach, Mourinho. I didn't want to say his name, but I just did. And look, they actually have that is an elite front four right there, and they're going to score 3 goals and win 3-1.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to my last cash crop. We covered NBA, had 3 of those. We're going to go back to the hard court, and we're going with tampons involved. I haven't lost one of these yet, so I'd advise you to tail if you can find it on your book. I'm sticking with Stanford. They're minus 10 against USC. I was telling you guys there's this guard that I liked. It wasn't Paige Beckers. Her name is Hannah Jump. Look out for her. She's a guard. She's going to drop 20.
Hannah Jump?
Hannah Jump. J-U-M-P. Yes, it's every day of the week.
How excited he gets about it.
She's 14.
She's obviously not 14, Jared. She's so hot. Oh my god.
She's hot?
She's so hot. Look at her.
You think that's hot?
If she can drop
Jump
20,
one time if you think
just
she's
like
hot.
Paulina makes me sick.
Okay, let's move on.
Nobody knows what that means.
Isn't that like the point guard for Rutgers that you always talk about?
Oh, Paulina Buchers?
Yeah, whatever. Oh no, that's you. Yeah, you're right. Paulina Buchers.
Isn't Paulina Dustin Johnson's wife?
Oh,
We'll touch on that later.
She cheated on him?
There's big news happening.
No.
Oh, this looks
we'll talk about it. We gotta tease it.
That looks a lot better.
Serious?
She got a good wingspan.
Yeah, she's long.
All right. Is that so? You're taking minus 10.
Minus 10.
All right. Well.
Stanford over USC.
Any other cash crops around?
Nope, that's 4 of them. Nope, that's it for me.
1 cash crop.
Wow.
You got one more?
I think Israel Adesanya loses Saturday.
Whoa.
Not a cash crop, but I think he's gonna lose.
You just said 1 cash
You
crop.
can't back out like that.
Alright, fine.
You can.
One cash crop. Herb Dean is the fucking reffing that fight.
Yes.
He gets the main event?
He gets the main event.
I'm with you.
Give me that.
And want to fade us? Bet the barn?
I don't think you could bet that though.
I don't want to touch it.
No,
But I'm excited
we
for
can bet it
this.
at the barn. We can.
Is Wes gonna be here for the fight Saturday?
I'll take it to the barn with you that he's not.
Herb Dean's not.
Yeah.
Herb Dean is gonna be.
Hey.
No, he's not. He's way too controversial.
To join 2-5?
And there's 3 title fights.
To join 2-5.
There's 3. Yeah, to join 2-5. I'll do that. And then if I win, I've never seen you shotgun a beer in my life.
Yeah, I like that.
Done. I'll do it.
Let's shake on it. Let's go. I'm gonna be so fired up.
Herb D, there's 3 title fights back to back to back. The chances that he's the main event, a little off. I don't like it.
Only reason I agree with Brandon because he had to watch his shitty ass fighter last week
In the main event too.
By Herb Dean. So what are the chances he gets the last 2 matches back to back tournaments? Sorry, Eric, I suck at doing that.
And I have another one. Bruce Buffer's suit. What color?
Oh,
Purple.
definitely gray.
Purple.
Gray.
You know, he shows up for the big events.
I'll take the darker colors. You take like the neutral color. Or
This is like Gatorade in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Miles, what do you got?
What color is the suit?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the black.
That's
Traditional black.
a veteran bet though. Like he's taking the odds-on favorite.
You think purple? No, he's probably gonna wear like green for like Israel Adesanya.
Ooh, he could. I think purple is usually his go-to. That's
He's
when
not that
when he's really on his game, and he better be 3 back-to-back title fights, 4 champions, 3
Joe
title
Rogan
fights.
or Joe Rogan?
Absolutely, UFC fight. It's in the United States. He'll definitely be there.
It's gonna be wet.
Well,
Burn Dog will be here Saturday.
Bird Dog will be here.
Like tail that guy all night.
Oh, you know. But let's get to my favorite segment of all
Stump the
time.
sheep?
It's time to stump the sheep.
Go.
It's time to stump the sheep.
Yeah.
I really dug.
Go! Wake up!
How many fucking times do I have to tell you?
It's having fun.
Oh, you want me to speak up, right? Wake up! Let's go!
Kyle, our producer's just sick to his stomach right now. The amount of editing he's gonna have to do.
It's unreal.
There's nothing that has to be edited there. I'm fired up. So are our listeners.
What are these questions? Are they across the? I'm ready.
Well, I'm pausing so that we could cut all that out because
No,
it's so
nothing's
fucking annoying.
Nothing's being cut. We're playing
Let's
on.
go. I'm
It's
starting.
time for my favorite segment. I've stumped the sheep. I love this segment because I really dug deep this week, especially to find some brain busters for you. You were fire the last time we did this, so
I was
heading
undefeated
into
last
that, you were 6-5 overall.
6
And
and
you
5.
you were
6 out of 5.
No, you were
6 out of 7.
Shh. You were 6-5 heading into last episode of Stump the Sheep, and you went 4-1. So now you're 10-6 overall. Now here we go. Are you ready? As always, everybody knows the rules. You get one lifeline. One lifeline,
And I got
5 questions.
I got my wife here, so she's very smart with sports. I might have to ask
Yeah,
her.
she definitely is going to be the reason that you get one of them right. I know it already. Who won the FA Cup last year in England?
It's so easy.
I actually knew this one before I looked it up.
So funny.
The FA Cup.
I thought this was one of the easier ones, too.
I don't pay attention to those stupid cups, so I'm gonna have to bring in
That's
Jared.
the point.
I'm gonna have to bring in Jared
We're
already.
going to bring him in already?
If I had to guess, I thought it was
If you had to guess, wait.
if I had to guess, it was City, but I'm gonna bring him in.
Well, that was wrong, so good thing you brought him in.
To be honest, I was gonna say City.
Oh
So
my
now,
God.
You brought me in to answer your question.
FH Cup. What's
The
that?
FA Cup.
I'm gonna go with Liverpool.
Chelsea.
It was fucking Arsenal.
I was gonna say Arsenal first too.
You thought that was easy? That's a terrible
I
question.
was gonna say
I
Arsenal.
knew that before we
I was
we
gonna
talked.
say.
We remember in a group chat the other day, or 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the FA Cup, and I sent the screenshot and everything.
Yeah,
It was all about Arsenal.
I was gonna say Arsenal off the jump.
I thought for a long
But I was like-
I thought for a fact it was City.
Because if you win the FA Cup, don't you guys go play in
Yeah.
something special?
The UEFA like nations something. It's all weird. All right,
Alright.
question number
Wow.
2.
Step back for you. You alluded to something incorrect.
Who leads the league in the NBA in assists?
Oh God, here we go
Chris
again.
Paul.
Do you wanted to snap call that, or now you're second guessing yourself?
Oh, I mean that was
I don't even think he's fucking close.
all right. Leading the league in assists.
I'm gonna give you a second opportunity here.
I think it's different from what I said to you guys at Flanagan's.
All right, enough of you.
These are
This is
hard.
Stump the sheep,
I think-
not stump the fucking farmer.
You listen
Yeah.
to me. I didn't say a award of any player. I just said to you guys.
I hate
think
that.
it's
Definitely
different.
is, because I looked it up.
Yeah, because
What
it changed.
team? What? What?
He's in the
conference?
East.
I want to go with him, but it'll give it away.
It's pretty
Oh,
obvious.
Simmons.
No, the team that you.
All right, Miles. Who is it? Miles. Who?
Oh,
Miles.
okay. Kyrie Irving?
Harden.
James Harden, averaging 11 assists a game.
Harden.
The next best person is 9.8. I mean, he is dominating assists.
I'm not a basketball.
Russell Westbrook, right?
I'm not a basketball.
I didn't really look at who it
I think
was.
it is.
I'm choking him.
All right. Well, you're not a basketball guy. You're not an FA Cup guy. But if you are a guy of something,
Got hurt. Thank you.
it's this. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
This is the question of the night.
Yeah.
Even though there's
I
5.
guarantee you get it wrong.
Can you let us talk?
No, I can't. I'm part of this. You're not the only one that runs the show. Let's go. You're gonna lose, loser.
All right. Name 5 wide receivers on the Green Bay Packers last year. 5
My question.
5 wide receivers, not tight ends.
wide receivers,
So not tight ends.
not tight ends, obviously.
Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, St. Brown, Aquarius St.
Can
Brown.
you get one more though?
That's exactly what I told you. He's not gonna go get the fifth. That's why you don't trust me.
Jared was-
Tavon Austin. Not on my team.
And you know who's on the team.
that was well worth the question because you're right.
Someone else too that I was gonna say.
Ding,
not
ding,
Tavon.
ding,
You
ding.
said you had Morgan, right?
No, Malik Taylor, the rookie. Malik Taylor, the rookie. That's the only other guy on the
I think you
roster.
said Geronimo Allison was not on the team.
No,
Nothing
no.
out.
No, that was good. Hey, 1 for 3 so far. now we head over back to the hardcore.
Is he dressed out for the games, Austin? Yes.
All right. We talked about this weekend is NBA All-Star Weekend. Who won the dunk competition last year?
Was last year? No, it was like 2 years ago. They didn't play the All-Star game last year.
It did.
Oh, they did?
It's
Was last year, was last year the year like Bam Adebayo won the skills and all that?
You're getting closer. You're getting warmer.
Oh, it was the fucking Heat guy, Derek Jones.
Bang! I shouldn't have said anything about getting warmer.
I bet on both
That
those
was
guys.
my bad. I shouldn't have
Remember
done
I bet
that.
on Bam?
Wow, he's bounced back. He's 2-2
Still
to a
away.
decisive
Oh.
fifth question. This is my favorite question of the night because I think you're going to be rattled as fuck. But it's something that everybody should know. We have got UFC 259 this weekend. Amanda Nunes is a champ. In what divisions are they in?
You got this, babe.
The vagina.
Man, Nunez, pretty big, like girl, like yeah. She's not heavy, obviously. She would be middleweight.
She's a middle heavyweight.
I don't think there's such thing as even middleweights in
Do they have
women's
heavyweights?
UFC.
So I'm saying heavyweight. Go
So she's a flyweight.
You're a fucking idiot too. Bro, these girls are 135 pounds. They're not
I'm
heavyweights.
studying women's fucking UFC.
So is that heavyweight?
What do you want from me?
Heavyweights are 200 pounds.
Do they have women's heavyweight?
No, dude. She's
How
like
would you?
she's like the biggest, one of the biggest girls, and she's 135 pounds.
So what they call them? Flyweights, beetleweights, mosquito
What do they
weights?
call-
What do they call them?
Fellas are definitely not.
You still got all of those
She's
wrong.
135.
Yeah, dude. Bantamweight and featherweight.
The Bellas aren't under 135 pounds.
Bantamweight
No.
is like kind of one of the heavier divisions. Light heavyweight, I don't even think that they'll do lightweight. Lightweight maybe, which is probably
Wow,
145.
Those were the toughest questions, though. I'll give you
I
credit.
told you. So 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5.
Just happy I got the receivers.
Not
The
terrible.
one you got right was the one I came up with.
The 5 receivers?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell him to make you do the numbers of them all. Also, can you do that for an extra point? I'll give you.
Yeah.
If you could do it.
83 for Marquez, 17 for Adams, 13 for Lazard, 10 for Tavon, and St. Brown is fucking.
Oh, I know this one, actually.
St. Brown
I
is.
This is it for one extra point.
know it.
I want to say it's 18.
No, you blew it.
19.
19.
Yes, I knew it was
Doesn't
ours.
count though. That's a no.
No, he gets
No,
one.
No, he does not get an extra point.
Tavon 10.
So you got 2.
Was Tavon actually 10 for the Packers? I made that up.
That was pure
I-
rejection. He wasn't even a smart move by you. He
Just
had
going
no-
off 10.
He always wore 10 though, so probably.
Well, no, Matt Flynn wore 10 back up. No, Jordan Love
16.
10.
He was
yeah.
16, so
Jordan
you were
Love is
wrong
10.
either way.
Yep.
Love is 10.
All right, that was fun. Good episode. As another installment of Stump the Sheep. 2 out of 5 this week. I gave you some really tough ones
That was
because
the
I
hardest
gave you
of
some
the
can of corns in the previous weeks, but no, way to battle. You blew. I think you blew your early lifeline too early.
I was sitting over here. I know.
Well, I didn't know you were going to say City at the same. I was convinced it was City.
Yeah.
They dominated last year. I don't know what happened.
All right. Well, we now either take it to the barn if anyone has anything.
Oh, yeah.
So far, what we have as a take to the barn: Herb Dean to be the ref for the main event. Me versus Eric. Loser either has to go play 2-5 poker, which I hope I lose, or
What was I have to do?
or you have to shotgun a beer.
Oh, nice.
You and Miles have Golden State versus Portland tonight.
Yeah.
And same bets except for he gets a car from Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Jared, you got something you want to bet on?
Yeah, I want to bet against whoever took Tommy Fleetwood.
Me.
All right.
Let's
so
go. That's what. Yeah.
I'm looking up right now, man.
You already said fuck Molinari over him. No chance.
Oh, you want? I'll take Molinari over.
Yeah.
All right.
Well-
What are we betting this time, though?
Wow, we're basically both versus you because I took that matchup already.
We have to have a wager.
But
here.
I didn't. I'm not gonna take it to the
All
farm.
right. I have a good one. If Fleetwood beats Molinari, whoever wins, the loser has to do the 50 nugget challenge from McDonald's.
What is that?
You have to eat 50 chicken nuggets.
15 or 50?
50. Remember at Pinewood, the 50
What?
the 50 nugget challenge.
I love this.
I can definitely
once?
do that.
he's like fire me up, get me in there.
No, the only
Yeah.
way you can get a response out of Miles. Bring up
50
50 nuggets.
50
Makes
nuggets.
me sick.
50 nuggets.
Or the Hornets up 30.
So we have to do this like pre-show, or how's this gonna work? Because I'll throw up everywhere.
No, I mean just like at a certain time.
Yeah.
I mean maybe throughout the entire show you just got to try to throw
Yeah.
down 50 nuggets.
Correct. Yeah, you have an hour.
Fuck it. You want nuggets?
Fuck yeah. I'm
Oh,
starving,
Wait,
man.
before I shake this, I can put
So
hot
either
sauce
one of
on
you
it.
has to.
Yeah,
Hot
oof.
sauce? Alright, cheers. And loser has to buy the nuggets.
Oh, obviously, yeah. Cheers.
All right. Anyone else got something to take to the barn? I think we all got money on the line at the
And you
moment.
can't share with Lily.
Yeah, that's
fair.
a good caveat. I like that.
I wonder if I can eat 50 nuggets. I think I can.
Do we
Well-
have a bet we all
No, I got something else.
Everybody has something so far. Everybody versus Eric, basically. Eric has got a lot on the line this week.
Miles, do you like Bryson DeChambeau?
I mean, not
He's
enough.
gonna win.
Not enough to like.
I do.
I
Against
love the
it.
Shambo.
First who?
Now, I just wanted to get Miles.
Do I like Bryson? I like the fact that he can cut the corner on that one par 5 and possibly drive the green.
He
So,
couldn't. He didn't know
You
what
can
choice.
start.
Yeah, but when it was in the face.
Well, it was in the face, Eric.
You've been studying.
I think I'm good at where I'm at, so unless someone's wanted to challenge me.
I don't know if this could be like other than sports betting, but I'd love to do a bet the farm on anything that Miles wants to. It comes to putting outside in our golf challenge.
Ooh.
Because I'm dominating you so far since we moved in.
I did get a decisive victory
We are
today.
100% going out there after this.
100%.
And what's going to be our wager?
Golf.
The loser has to go pick up a girl from Geronimo's.
That sounds amazing.
That'll be so easy for me, so I'm so in.
Wait,
Let's go. Deal.
please.
I don't even know what Geronimo's is.
What's Toronto?
Wait, you can't backtrack now. It's a bar. You're gonna go out there. You're gonna
Wherever that girl is from.
I don't know what girl.
Oh,
you're
you're
talking
Falcon
about.
Pub?
Falcon
Alright, loser has to go to Falcon
Cut
Pub.
the tape.
tonight.
Saeed, I love you, baby.
Tonight.
Tomorrow night. No, tonight.
The loser has to go to Falcon Pub after this.
Get one shot. They can choose to stay after or leave right away.
Wow.
They have to go get one shot.
Are you guys really gonna do
And
this?
they have to take a video. Of the
I don't
game.
believe that you're gonna do it.
If he loses, I'm not going with him.
But if you lose, you're gonna go.
100%.
I
This
need
is either
this.
team
This
effort or no
needs to
team
happen.
effort. We're either together or not.
No, wait in the car for you.
I'll
tell
go
you.
with you for sure. Obviously.
I'm out.
I mean, I don't even know what's in there.
I thought we were a team here. We're obviously not a team the way you talk.
Jared.
Wait,
Kyle
what?
would be in. Eric would be in. Eric's fucking married. He'd be in.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Wayne
What
would be in.
are you talking about being in? It's a competition. The loser has to go.
Yeah, but Miles is saying, you know, it'll throw the door.
No, he's saying if you lose, he would go with you and stay in the car. If he loses,
That is not the point of a competition.
That-
You know what a competition is?
dude, you're not making any sense right now. If he loses, he will go inside. If you lose, he'll go with you. He just won't go inside.
And you're not understanding.
What's the point of the competition then? If he just has to go either way, then there's no fucking competition. If he has to go inside either way, this isn't even a competition.
God, you are so stupid. The whole point is that you have to have a.
I'm stupid. You're making no fucking
Let
sense.
me know when I can talk. Let me know. Let me know.
If you make sense of something, I'll let you talk.
Let me know when I can talk.
We're a team here,
This
guys.
is gonna make sense though. I can't wait to listen to this.
You can
Always
talk,
find a
dude.
way.
The
I
whole
understand
point
what
when
you're
you're going to go out and make a bet like this is that you have to have confirmation of something happening. How am I going to get confirmation if someone just drives me over there and I go in and do what I got to do and just say, you know what, you're good?
Home. Isn't that a deal?
Yeah, well, guess what? You know Miles.
So if you didn't bring anybody home. then
Okay, you don't understand Miles when he goes out with
it
you.
was over.
And
I'm with Doodles here.
Wait, I want to hear this.
looks like this bet's not happening then.
I want to
We're
hear
out.
this. What were you
It's
going to
over.
say?
Sorry, everyone that ever had to listen to this whatsoever.
What
Is
were
this
you
for
going to
now?
say?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
So
When
we
you go
wasted
with
all this
Miles
time for this
back,
bet to not happen.
How about loser has to eat 10 cheeseburgers?
I still want to play with you though. Can we still play?
To me, as a team player, I'd be the one that's, even if I lost, I'd be there waiting.
Yeah, I would
Even
go.
if I won, sorry, I'd be there waiting for my friend to do what they have to do and then come back and I'd take them back. Thought that was the whole point of what we're talking about.
But you have to bring a
Apparently
girl?
not.
Is that the rule?
But apparently not.
Yeah,
So-
you have to. It doesn't matter what kind of
Okay,
thing
then
you
in
do.
that case, yeah, you may have to go and just be the driver that takes him home.
Yeah, I won't let
But you
get
have to
next
pick
me
up
right
a girl
now.
no matter what.
No, he does, not me. I'm not losing.
Well, the problem is for you, it's a no-win situation
Alright.
because I can pick
Either
up
agree
one
to this
seconds,
or not.
just
Let's
idiot,
move
but
on.
I've fucked up with it 3 times, so it just happens. Like, for you, on the other hand, you just have to go hook up with a random girl. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Sorry.
Jared's on fire tonight. Are you excited?
I didn't know we were still live.
You're taking it to
I'd
the
rather not discuss the rest of this on this pod. We'll
Oh,
talk
you-
about that later.
Actually, we'll talk about it. Alright, so, for the.
God, I gotta
I'm kidding.
Oh,
We're done?
I just have to pee. And I have to go get another shotgun to end the podcast.
I have to
But
pee
before
too.
I do that, we did get some people have asked the
Oh,
farm.
yeah,
Yeah, let's
good
just finish
questions.
up.
No, good questions.
Let's
We're gonna
finish
cut
it up.
everything that just happened.
Let's finish up.
We have to
I'm so
because
hungry.
that was so bad.
Alright, so restart the whole questions thing, and then we'll cut all that.
No, we already. I mean, as soon as Bet the Farm, me and Eric, or you and or Eric,
English?
you versus Eric and Molinar Fleetwood, we'll cut that and we'll go to one of our favorite segments of Ask the Farm. We had our viewer questions. As usual. This time we had a few good ones. We had, let's see, FSU Waterboy. This is BJ Cummings.
Brian James.
I love BJ Cummings. That name is phenomenal. He wants to know both. I think it's a 2-win question. FSU to win March Madness at 20-1? Question mark. Also, if not FSU 20-1, any leans?
Well, I'll leave this one off, because that's my BFF for life. Brian, I miss you. Move back home soon. But other than that, yes. Yeah, 20-1? That's disrespectful. You're the number one team in the ACC. FSU's the number one team in the ACC. So what? You got Gonzaga. Who else you have? A team that's been really damn good this year. Baylor. Whoop-de-doo. Besides that, you have the best team in the most competitive. But you're wrong. Michigan's not the best team in that conference, is it?
Yeah, they lost 2 games all year in the Big Ten. The best conference in basketball.
And what,
I'm not taking them to win it, huh?
FSU's lost 4 or 5.
Yeah,
you're right.
ACC's Big Ten has been.
And
wet
who
this
always
year.
chokes? Michigan. Every
No,
single
I
year.
wouldn't take them, but I'm just saying who's better. My lean would be Illinois. That's a good value.
I guarantee you that Michigan's odds are half of FSU's.
Oh, 100%.
So when I'm talking value
Value of Florida State is
FSU
good.
never gets the value they deserve, or never gets the respect they deserve for whatever, because they have no flashy. Our best player is a 5-star that plays
Where
with
the,
the
how did you get those out? The odds are already out. The bracket's not even
Hey,
set.
he lives in Nashville. Shout out Brian James Cummings. So he has FanDuel sports app. He can bet on whatever he wants at good odds. So I'm with you. Hey, 20-1, I think is great value. They're gonna be
I don't even
either
have
if
that.
they win the ACC, they're gonna be a 2 or 3 seed. If they don't, they'll be a 3 or 4 seed. And you're gonna easily have the first 2 games should be cakewalks, and then you go to the Sweet 16. Whatever happens, happens. So yeah, I actually like that value.
I think my hot take would be whoever's winning this tournament this year is going to be a 3 seed or higher. That would be my hot take.
So you're pretty much preaching to Brian James Cummings.
Well,
Why?
Florida State is going to be a 2 seed.
I don't think no. Unless they win the ACC, because they just lost a terrible game at UNC. If they're not gonna.
Yeah, man. I think it's just there's no. I don't know. There's no dominant team.
Not
Michigan.
ACC, but it's
Michigan's lost 2 games, but I just don't I don't know. They're the best coach team.
Wait, tell Brian. Brian is actually asking who do you think is a legend, and I think it's supposed to be you. I'm talking to you, young grasshopper. Yeah, the one that's sitting on the couch right now. You show Brian what he wants to see because he's married now in Tennessee.
Who are you talking to?
You.
What?
We're Brian James Cumming asked a question, and he asked which one of you can chug a beer the fastest, and you just came back with a beer. So it's perfect timing. Are you gonna let it rip or not?
I mean, it was supposed to end the podcast, but I guess
That was the only question the fans asked.
No, there's more. That's why I was waiting.
All right,
Let's
Brian. I'll answer your question at the end. Let's move forward.
All right, Killa wants to know. There's a lot of PGA Tour players out there that have really, good-looking spouses and hot wives and girlfriends. Who's got the hottest?
Me.
And this is what I was talking about. We were alluding to Paulina Gretzky
yeah.
earlier.
I mean, obviously-
there was no cheating involved. All right.
I have the hottest spouse, wife on tour.
I was gonna say Jimmy Walker for sure.
Oh my god.
Hot.
I was gonna say Bubba Watson. His wife's a
Oh my God.
If we're being
You can't
honest,
get aroused on a podcast like this, Miles.
if we're being honest, obviously Dustin Johnson.
I don't know. Ricky's girl is fine.
Not harder than Paulina.
She is pretty hot though.
Paulina's face throws me off a little bit.
But she gets
Oh,
negative
underbite?
points for being married to
Don't
Ricky
get me
Fowler.
started.
So it doesn't count as
Like
much.
Danny. Like Danny.
Oh, man, this is tough.
Some of the
I've never
Europeans.
seen her face. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, Paul Casey's wife is a dime.
Yeah, she actually
Adam
is.
Scott?
She's
Danny
a
has
she's
a
a
girlfriend?
Swedish blonde chick.
She's so hot.
She's not bad.
What about Adam Scott's
Dude,
wife?
JT's girl's kind
I
of
don't
cute.
think is he. I don't think he makes that like
Adam Scott, I've never
Like him
seen his
and
wife.
Rory too is like.
Oh, she's butt.
Really?
Yeah, she's
I don't
butt.
think so.
She's butt.
And I feel like that's not like they don't like to be out there with their.
You know who's got the most underrated hot wife? Mark Leishman.
Really?
Go look up his wife.
Yeah,
Like very underrated. I'll wait for you guys to look at it. Look up Mark
I didn't
Leishman's
want to
wife.
see
She's a
that.
cutie.
Yeah, Adam Scott's wife's hideous.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the sexiest man on tour.
Look at Mark Leishman's wife.
Ew.
Oh, she's not hideous.
I mean,
Yeah.
For Adam Scott. All right, we'll move on. Suck wants to know, is Pig short game going to improve at the new house? I mean, so far so good. I feel like we've been doing a new competition out back. We call it's like horse. We call it golf. So GOLF. You get points if you lose. Basically, you can create your own shot.
You said Mark Leishman's wife is hot.
I said she's underrated. All right, you're looking up a tape version of her. Like, let's just pick the worst picture possible.
Okay.
But she's probably pregnant in that
Just
picture.
You're not the best picture possible.
She's underrated. That's all I'm saying.
Just a bag of nickels.
But I lost my first match to. Look at that, underrated.
The
What
kid.
are you talking about?
I don't want to hear it from fucking you and your ex-girlfriends. All right. So let's get into like I said, we've been playing head to head. Jared beat me the first time I came back, got him back the second. So feeling pretty good about my short game at the moment. We'll find out a little bit later tonight.
Yeah, Zuck, honestly, the only way to answer your question is get your fucking Jewish ass down here, come to this house uninvited, and fucking challenge one.
You should be your
or
son.
him or him or that.
Passover's
We're gonna
coming.
play. We'll find out who's the best down here, alright?
And on that note,
Jordan Spieth's girlfriend / wife is cute.
Wait, I thought Sharkbait had a question.
Ooh-ha.
So, boys, now apparently the pod is ending. We're 7-0 when it comes to a bet the farm.
Wow,
What do you guys say, dudes?
Well, I know that Eric's not on the Blazers tonight, so that's obviously out of the question. I know we love the Suns -2.5 tomorrow. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But also, Miles, we gave it
Miles
to...
won't agree to anything other than
No,
NBA.
I'm saying we gave it to his request last week when he wanted none of the golf. I think it's his time to give into what we actually...
Yeah, I gave you a nice bet to farm winner. I'm safe.
Do we want to take Stanford women?
I mean,
No.
Do you listen to anything?
I
I
think
said?
Israel Adesanya moneyline.
Mm-mm. These
Aljamain
main events,
Sterling?
dude, these main events have produced. You should know. Have produced
Terrell
underdog
Hatton,
winners.
Paul Casey.
Dustin
No,
Poirier.
I've been hitting them on.
I know, like.
Terrell Hatton, Paul Casey.
And Adesanya is going.
Yeah.
Isn't he going up to fight a champion? Like he's going up in weight class.
Mhm.
He's gonna get destroyed.
And he said
He's gonna get destroyed.
He also said he's purposely staying down. Like, he's a cocky motherfucker. So I'm
He didn't go up in the weight. He's staying the same. He thinks he can
It's
go.
not about
Exactly.
being
He's gonna get
cocky.
fucking rocked.
It's about being faster.
I'm with Eric, actually.
I think he's gonna get rocked.
You guys are fucking idiots.
He's a kickboxer.
Exactly. But regardless, any golf, anyone we can all agree on, no?
Yeah, there was one you said. The guy, where's playing Fitzpatrick?
Paul Casey.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick's awful.
I'm so in on that.
Awful.
I'm in on that.
Paul Casey or Fitzpatrick, Brian?
I was gonna take it, but I decided to go with Sungjae over
Regardless,
Fitzpatrick.
this could be a bet the farm.
I'm taking Paul Casey over
So,
Fitzpatrick.
boys, this is what we do. 7-0.
Paul Casey?
We lock hands. We look at the camera and we say, this is what we call a bet the farm.
Suck it.
Always an honor.
I have to pee. I think I just pissed my pants.
You want to cross swords? Let's go cross
Good night.
swords.